welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. So North Carolina's offense will get the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Back over in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tar Heels want to move quickly.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Open space at the 25. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage.
Point after us, we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So Washington's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to...
And the sack! All the way back at the 5.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
Just plowing ahead. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick completion to the right. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to
keep going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pulls it in. It's Evans. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Williams looking for a man. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The run from the shotgun. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're...
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And And that was a dangerous throw. You could tell, didn't really get his feet set, was floating backwards, and what happens, that thing hangs up in the air, and the defense almost had the opportunity to get that pick, but they just dropped the ball, hit him right in the hands, too.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Lopez wants to fire. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gives it on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen.
There he goes. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. He's now up to 75 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Williams will pass. Grab near the marker. It's Boston. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Will they be able to get that? Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitate.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now adjusting. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husky!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score.
North Carolina, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lopez to pass. Fires to the big zone. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let...
Looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Boston. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams will pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No return. On this one, it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And the physical... forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit up.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams looking for a man. There's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Here comes the heat. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look like it.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's Boston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. And some room to work. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a 1st down.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Baker. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He caught it! Big score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll give it to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Running to Green. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And on second down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this up.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, North Carolina.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure...
Feel that way, but dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Baker. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And getting to this quarterback is bigger. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. This time he's got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. He's got it on the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to barge their way in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Washington Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Williams looking for a man. Setting up the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got the back over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Catch in the middle, it's good. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a...
Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's looking to throw. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and they vault on top by 1 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Off the play fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch on the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Got to give this team credit, guys, because good teams find ways to win games. I know they were their favorite coming into this one, but they get the touchdown when they need it. You got to convert the 2-point play to tie this thing up. There's still time left at the end of this game, but you feel like the momentum is now back on their side.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high.
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tar Heels hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll ride the hot hand. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Williams looking for a man. With the catch, it's Boston. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Grab behind the line. It's Goff. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
56, Washington, 41.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Williams will pass. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.